Yeah, no, we're really excited about it. This is our path to prosperity this year, 2014 fiscal year budget, a responsible, balanced budget. And this budget is responsible and balanced because it actually gets to balance within a 10-year period of time. American families have to do this. American businesses have to do this. Individuals have to do this. They can't spend more money than they take in. This budget simply says that the federal government ought not spend more money than it takes in either, and demonstrates how you get to a balanced budget within a 10-year period of time.
So how far apart do you think Republicans and Democrats are with this budget? I mean, obviously there's a lot of differences and disagreements, but how far apart are they?
Well, on the point of balance, we're far apart because the Senate Democrats apparently believe they don't have to bring a budget into balance. Again, meaning that they don't have to have a budget that makes it so that Washington doesn't spend more money than it takes in. And the president, he's put forward 4 budgets previously, and none of them have ever gotten to balance. And the question isn't how you get to balance, it's why. It's important to get to balance so that families are able to have greater opportunities for jobs out there. It's important to get to balance for employers who are trying to make certain that they're able to create jobs. It's important to get to balance for young people who want to see greater opportunity and greater options for themselves in their own lives to realize their own dreams. And it's particularly important for seniors, because unless we get to a balanced budget, we'll never be able to get the spending that's done here in Washington under control to make certain that we're able to save and strengthen and secure Medicare and Medicaid. So the reasons to get to balance are really, really strong.
Now, do you think there's anything in the budget or anything, is there any common ground with Republicans and Democrats with this budget you guys proposed or what they have? Is there anything that we can look forward to?
Sure, I hope so. But there isn't any way to know that because the Senate Democrats haven't done a budget in 4 years. So we're going to pass our budget this week in our committee, and next week out of the House of Representatives. The Senate this week as well is going to propose their first budget, and hopefully they'll be able to pass it out of the Senate by next week. And then we'll be able to see where the common ground is. And that's an important place to be, because that's the beginning of solving the challenges that we have here in Washington.
Now, obviously, when we see what comes out, you guys are going to work out to see what you guys, try to find this common ground. What is there, if any can you concede? Would you be willing to concede in the budget? I mean, obviously, you're not going to concede any increase in taxes, but is there anything that you guys would consider conceding?
Well, again, it's important to see what the other side wants to do before we talk about concessions on our side. We've done a lot of negotiating with ourselves. That doesn't end too well. So we're interested in seeing what the other side has to offer. But let me talk about a couple areas where I think there may be common ground. Tax reform. It's important to appreciate that our tax rates are too high for individuals and small businesses and for large businesses, so that jobs aren't being created. We have the highest corporate tax rate, the highest business tax rate in the industrialized world. Yeah, it's higher than any of our surrounding countries, and certainly higher than Western Europe. When you have high taxes like that, what that means is that businesses are incentivized to go elsewhere, not to create jobs here, but to go elsewhere. We also have the highest tax rate for small businesses. Small business tax rates right now are in the range of 44%. 44%. If somebody in a neighboring country has a tax rate, as they do in the area of 15 or 20%, then where's the incentive for individuals to create jobs and create businesses? It's not here in America anymore. And that's why it's important to have that tax reform. Second place is energy policy. There's so many wonderful opportunities that we've got right here in this country to create energy so that we can supply energy from here, not from countries overseas that don't necessarily like us a lot. So those are 2 specific areas where I think there can be real common ground.